Let me kill myself slowly. These aren't energy drinks, though. They're caffeinated iced teas. Alright. So, I compressed the files. And I'm hoping for the best. Compress some of the files that weren't compressed, and I should be able to get a little bit more frames.
Monsieur? News? Where have you been these past moons? The whole city's talking about nothing else but the Mad Magister. 30 dead novices. Oh, boy. How could something like this happen within the Order?
Move along. Hello.
Huh? Now, if it isn't my new pal. How about a sip of wine? Here you go. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myra's injured, so we'll have to go by foot.
That's just how they are.
Oh, right. You wouldn't know that since you're Naramese. Myrids are giant flying creatures. Quite nasty when wild, and quite useful when tamed. You can find Myrid towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers in their Myrids can take it from point A to B in no time. But, as I said, Riverville's Myrid's injured, so we'll have to walk.
Yeah, as if.
Splendid. Let's wait until nightfall, though. That way it's less likely we'll run into an ambush in the pass. One more thing. You seemed quite fond of your new magical talents. In battle, I mean. I take it you're more of an Arcanist type, then. Am I right? I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful. The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, Volumes 1 and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes aside, these are learning books, from Arcanists or Master Fencers, depending on what you read. You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while. You're welcome. Then off we go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
My sir? Yeah. It's not as if I didn't tell you.
Hello, viewer. Going to Ark, probably the biggest city in the game. I lost Jespar. Probably one of the two main companions in the game.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Kind of cool that he just he's like, hey, no, fuck that. I want to rest. It's kind of cool though. I like it, actually. Much better. much, much better.
Huh? What? You mean the living dead, the Watirs everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring.
No matter how. Some folks just never learn. Hey, not bad. Huh?
But
Hang on a second. Quite the sight, isn't it? It's moments like these that make life so damn worth living. This place was once a trading post, in case you're wondering, but it's been deserted ever since the isolation. Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the Order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eradan left Narim. The Order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal. You know, open harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Chilean spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the Sun Coast, or this one. Yeah, if you want to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us. Huh? Huh? I wish I knew how to do that.
Hey, you there! Yes, you! Come over here, now! I need your help. It's urgent. My brother, Olva, he's up the hill in that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch, and I'm bloody freezing out here. Tell him to come here right now, else I will go back to Ark without him.
What do you want? Get lost. There's nothing for you to see here. Or does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than get plastered. Tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger width from this fire.
What, I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back to Ark already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the colour of his fucking balls.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass, give him a knuckle sandwich, smack him in the gob, spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean. Too much of a coward for that, are you? Fine. Oh, just wait. You sodding son of a tur. I will show you who's boss. What?
Please,
Leave me
we're
alone.
idiots.
I need
Welcome
a
to
break.
the Enderalian people, my friend. Huh? Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. I wish I knew how to do that. Well done.
Hey, you there? Yeah.
Sober up? What, are you saying I'm drunk? You're right, actually. But a man's got to do something to keep his bones warm, doesn't he? It's so freaking cold.
Or tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger whip from this fire.
What? I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back home already. Tell him to move his fat arse over.
Oh, did he now? Well then, you tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the colour of his fucking balls.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and too much of a coward for that, are you? Fine. Oh, just wait. You sodding son of a tur. I will show you who's boss.
Blazes, what idiots. Welcome to the Enderalian people, my friend.
got? What? That's all you've got? That's all you've got?
Huh? 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 Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Never walked back on the road from the aged man's abode. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. I know. I can't sing.
Love it. Hey, loud cat.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Shit, son. Leaves it right down.
Well,
Huh? Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
kidding me? And it's quiet. Did it freeze? No, it did not. See, it just took some sweet ass time.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
The ice clock.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway.
Yes? Yes? Well, comes a point.
Hey, you there? Yes, you. Can you spare a moment for him? He would be very grateful. Well, he, Kermai Kazor Tatakajab. Your help. Tell him, my sir, do you have good eyes? Good, very good. Let him cut to the chase. He is in dire need of eggs. Lots of eggs. And he wants you to help him. A half-starling, yes. But unfortunately, he's not from Anku, if that's what you would have asked next. Which is something he really regrets. This world, it's so dirty, so loud. But, well, it is, indeed. Do you see those brown hammerbirds circling over the heartland? In many other countries, he wants to raise such letterbirds for a special purpose. So, what do you say? Will you help an old starling? The ancient fathers would Oh, that's hard to explain. He doubts you would understand. Yes, the place we starlings come from, and where we are destined to return to eventually. Don't you know the stories? But this is no place to talk about that. There are books which could explain our prophecies a lot better than he ever could. You're talking about coin. Yes, he does. Well, that is the part where you're good. Eventually, they will return to their nests, and that's where you can find the eggs. Just come back once you've found a good handful or more. He will wait for your return. So, any luck?
There it is. Hard. Majestic, isn't it?
Shit. Shit.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Now a good pipe.
Monsieur?
That's just how it is. Everything was better in the old days.
Hey, you there? Yes, you. Well, he could. Your help. Good. Very good. A half-starling, yes, but unfortunately, it is. He wants to raise such letterbird. Oh, that... yes, but this is no place to talk about that. Well, that... eventually they will return to their nests, and that's where you can find the eggs. Just come back once you've found a good handful or more. He will wait for your return. Hey, you there? Yes, you. Can you spare a moment for him? He
There
will
it
be very
is.
grateful.
Dark. Majestic, isn't it?
And now I'm back in that space. Gotta fix that. Start playing you.
Monsieur? Monsieur?
Is it important?
Yes?
Greetings.
Yes?
Oh my. Another exhausted soul, aren't you? Are you sure you want to keep going like that? I mean, like that? Oh, come on! Don't you think I see how you're slaving away? You can hardly put one foot before the other. Look how exhausted you are. And this armor. Whew, it must weigh tons. Thank Malphus, I have just the right thing for you. A way to ease your travels. A mount. And you know what? Today's your lucky day. If you agree to help me out with a little problem of mine, I'll give you one for free. Gnarldolf, a troll. For 2 months now, every night, I've been hearing this horrible, bloodthirsty grunting near the farm. The guard says I'm only imagining it, but trust me, I've seen enough of the world to know troll noises when I hear them. When it all started, the grunting came from back in the forest, but it's gotten closer each night, and I'm sure that thing is out for my animals. So, what do you say? You kill Gnarldolf for me, and in return, you will get one of my very best donkeys for free. Whirlwind. And believe me, he lives up to his name. What? That doesn't ring a bell. Gnarldolf? As in, the Gnarldolf? From the fairy tale, The Seraph and the Beast. Considering how horrible the grunting sounds, that name seemed fitting to me. But call him what you want, it doesn't matter, as long as you kill him. Oh, that should be pretty easy. Just wait until shortly after midnight and then scout the area. Eventually, you'll hear that grunting I told you about, then just find out where it comes from. And needless to say, be careful. You look like you can take care of yourself, otherwise I wouldn't have asked. But these beasts are not to be underestimated.
And here we are. Welcome to Ark. I've got some things to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Tealor Arenthiel and his mages in person, all right? By his own son, Nerazil, yeah. But roughly 2.5 years ago, he suddenly appeared back in Enderal, accompanied by a handful of mages who once fought against him in the Great War. Weird, I know, but that's how it was. He did, yeah. It seems that something happened between him and them that made them sort out their issues, you could say. They're allies now, and frankly, nobody quite knows why. You can imagine what kind of uproar that caused among the Holy Order itself. But in the end, Arenthiel got things his way. You can say what you want about him, but he never lost his charisma, that's for sure.
You just have to live with him.
You're telling me. But apparently their alliance has something to do with this red madness. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, sure, I should have thought of that. Pardon me. Alright then. Ark is divided into 5 districts, not counting the harbor. The Foreign Quarter, where we are right now, the Marketplace, the Nobles' Quarters, the South Quarter, and the Temple. If you're looking to gear up, I guess the market would be the place to go. You can find anything there, from food to weapons, armor, and whatever else you need. If it's magical supplies and alchemy you need, however, you best try your luck in the Nobles' Quarters. But prepare yourself for some dismissive looks. Up there's also the bathing house and the theater, in case you have the coin for that. Finally, there's the temple, which is hard to overlook. Normal citizens are not permitted to enter it, and from up there, the Holy Order reigns over this country. But if all goes according to plan, you'll soon see it from the inside. And then there's the Undercity. Yeah, it doesn't, and it isn't. The Undercity's a cluster of caves directly beneath our feet. And down there is where the poor and the sick live, not to mention those that the Order doesn't like to see in their neat, pretty streets in the upper city. Not a place I'd recommend you visit, at least not unless you're looking for mischievous things. Great. Then see you later and enjoy your stay.
My sir, do you have a moment? I think the two of us could do business together. Well, it is actually quite simple. But since you were kind enough not to just ignore me and walk by as the others did, I would like to show my gratitude for that first. You travel a lot, don't you? I can tell by the mud on your boots. Here, one of these books might come in handy on your journeys. Which one do you prefer? Splendid! Say, would you happen to be interested in earning yourself some more coins? Or, even better, more books like those? There is something I need help with. I have a problem, and this problem is called Celia, which happens to be my sister. Where should I start? You know, I am one of those people who wasn't given everything by fate. Quite the contrary, in fact. When I was a child, the village I grew up in, Foamville, was ambushed by bandits, and both my father and my mother died during the attack. Thank you, but it's ancient history now. Fact is, my sister and I dealt with this event differently. We managed to flee the attack and make it to Ark, where the guards, of course, threw us into the Undercity. But while I tried to honor my father's heritage by using the little I could from our savings by setting up a business, she preferred to wallow in her misery instead. She got to know the wrong people and has, since then, never done a single bit of honest work. Frankly, she's a dust addict. Day and night she does nothing else but rot in those drinking holes in the Undercity and blows what little money she makes on her drage. Now, of course, she is still my sister, so all of these years I paid her rent so she doesn't have to sleep on the streets. However, things have changed. Recently she started using our father's heritage to pay for her addiction, and I will not accept that. Of course, you wouldn't know that. Glimmercap dust, the blue bliss, or however you want to call it. It's a drage, a dangerous one. Apparently, it makes you feel as if you're walking the eternal paths, but it also kills you quicker than the sunfire. I certainly could, but the day a guard voluntarily goes into the Undercity is the day a Vartia will become a barber. The Undercity belongs to Relata, and Celia knows that, which is why my hands are tied. Well, technically it's our money. Basically, it was a share our father had in a small business here. He was so proud of it, you wouldn't believe it. Luckily enough, I managed to save that paper from the bandits and turned it in at the bank a few years ago, after I realized how valuable it was. Since then, it has turned into quite a formidable sum. Nothing huge, of course, but enough to save my business from bankruptcy. You understand? In theory, it is our money, but without me, she would probably have sold it for a bottle of ale, and I won't let her spit on our father's heritage that way. Oh, believe me, I did. Which is why she simply hid the key to our safe in the bank somewhere that I couldn't find it. So, long story short, this is where you come in. I want you to get her to give me that key. How you do it is up to you. But if you succeed, it won't be to your disadvantage. Anywhere there's rats and dust. But she spends most of her time in the False Dog in the Undercity. One of those dumps I told you about. Just come back to me once you've found something.
Oh, lovely adherers of the crunchy pleasure, grow in delight as your teeth sink into a golden brown loaf of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread. You there! You look as if you could do with a fine loaf of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread. I can see it in your eyes. Well, it is fresh and it is tasty. What are you getting at? Certainly, a pleasure for the young and the old, for the tall and the small. See for yourself.
Oi, you there. Don't look at me like that. Looking for trouble, huh?
Oh shit. Second crash.
And here we are. Welcome to Ark. I've got some things to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Tealor Renthiel and his mages in person, all right? By his own son, Nerazul, yeah. He did. You can imagine. You can say what you want about him, but he never You're telling me. But apparently their alliance has something... Oh, sure, I should have thought of that. If you're looking to gear up, I guess, if it's magical. Finally, but if all goes according to plan, yeah, not a place I'd recommend you visit. Great. Then see you later and enjoy your stay.
My sir, do you have a moment? What? Oh, yes, sure. What do you need? What? Oh, yes, sure. What do you need? Well, it is... You travel a lot, don't you? I can tell by the mud on you. Splendid! Say, would you happen to be interested in earning a I have a... You know, I am one of those people who wasn't... Thank you. Fact is, but while she got to know the... Now, of course, she is still my sister. I certainly could, but the day... Of course, you wouldn't know that. Glimmercap does. Well, luckily, since then, you understand. In theory, I want you to get her to give me that key, anywhere there's rats and dust. But she spends most of her time in the False Dog in the Undercity. One of those dumps I told you about. Just come back to me once you've found something.
Tender friends of the granulous pleasance, melt away in rapture.
Hey,
as a
wait a
crunchy loaf
moment.
of bread
You're the
warms
Naramis,
from
aren't
my
you?
hands
The
to
Outlander.
yours.
Well, let's put it this way. I have a pair of eyes here and there, and it's always good to know who comes into this city and when they do so. Help. You're an unfamiliar face, and this is just what I need.
Lovely adherents
Let me
of the
make it
crunchy
short.
pleasures,
I'm a
light
businessman,
as your
and my
teeth
specialties are the
golden
liquid
crown
pleasures.
of our
Beer,
unrivaled
to call a
fresh
child
and
by its
tasty
name.
bread.
In Ark, most inns only pour 2 drinks. On the one hand, my beer. On the other hand, Rivervale Ale. Dalsarker honey wine is what they like to call that swill. Now, the thing is, the Riverville Brewery and I have a deal going. And unfortunately, the new vine dresser respects that deal as much as the Rolata respect the righteous path. Now this is why I want your help. I need someone to aid me in serving some retributive justice, so to speak. A lot. Depending on how good you do, we can even talk about letting you in as a shareholder of my brewery. With small parts, of course. But as I said, that depends on how you do. Well, aren't you one to judge quickly? But fine, who am I to force you? Maybe you'll change your mind.
Bread, taste it now.
Well, let's put it this way. Help. In Ark, now this is why I want your help. I need someone to aid me. Now look at that. Aren't you curious? It's simple. 7 barrels of beer per tavern and per week from me. 7 barrels of wine from him. No tricks.
Tender friends of the granulous pleasance,
Correct.
melt away in
That way,
rapture
we
as a
maintain
crunchy loaf of
balance.
bread, wonderful
Should an inn order more than these 7 barrels, either I or the vinery inform each other about it first. The fact is, that new vine dresser doesn't care about that deal at all. All he does is walk around saying things like how he'll grow the business, how rivalry adds spice, and other Kalian horse shit like that. And unfortunately, some people seem to fall for him. One innkeeper hasn't ordered from me for 3 weeks, and now pours only ale instead. Wonderful! Here, this is a flask of highly concentrated vinegar. Sneak into the basement of Fat Leorin's Inn. That's one of the inns that fools talked into only buying ale. And pour that into the big mead barrel. And, I probably don't need to say this, but still, Not a word to anyone. Get back to me once it's all taken care of, and we'll talk coin.
Oh, lovely adherers of the crunchy pleasures, crow and delight.
Greetings. Oi, you there.
Don't look at me like that. Looking for trouble, eh?
Hello.
War on Nerum. War on Kile. Red madness. The fuck is wrong with this world?
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. That depends. Some I get from adventurers, some from other merchants, and some I... or should I say, gathered. Nowadays, you... oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. Walk blessed.
Greetings.
Walk blessed. Aye, sure. Take your time. It's not as if there's much to do down here anyway. May his light guide you.
Now, where did I put that?
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
Walk blessed.
War on Nerum. War on Kile. Red madness. The fuck is wrong with this world?
Huh? Can I help you? My sir?
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Monsieur?
Bank. Yes.
Yes?
Walk blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and friends serve you today? Would you like to open a personal vault? Or perhaps even acquire an estate? A ledger. your very own safe in our house, which we will manage on your behalf. We will meticulously track all your deposits and withdrawals, and best of all, thanks to our very generous interest rates, the longer you entrust your money with us, the more it proliferates on its own. Well, evidently this was a metaphor. Just imagine that for every day your money rests in our vaults, we present you with some extra coin on top of it, as in appreciation for your trust, so to speak. Well, you see, this is a highly complicated process, and I fear it would be a matter of near impossibility to elucidate my response in such a fashion that you would be capable of comprehending it with your, I beg your pardon, most likely quite limited intellectual capabilities. Let us talk about more enjoyable matters instead, such as your money. Fine then. We use it to trade. We invest, for example, in promising expeditions or new trade routes. And from the returns those investments yield, we not only pay our employees, but your interest as well. Now don't you look at me that way. We have to make a living somehow too. Banks do not make mistakes. Didn't your parents teach you this? Now enough of this nonsense and back to business. Very well. We will need a 100 penny deposit to start with. After that, you may make a withdrawal. Excellent. You will not regret this. Here, to make a deposit, simply talk to one of the bankers or put it on the shelf yourself. And should you acquire any shareholdings, simply give them to me and we will allocate them with your future interest. Well, holdings for something, a business, a caravan, things like that. But forgive me for saying so, you do not seem to be a man of means. So, of course. A wise decision. Hello? How many? Of course. Walk blessed! And don't forget, your money is safe with Sylvan and friends. Exit.
Vegetables.
Yes.
Bread fresh from the oven.
Monsieur?
They just sit on their asses and
Greetings. Do you need a Sure. Take a look. Sure, take a look. Oh, how nice of you to ask. I can't complain. I suppose definitely more comfortable than my time on the road, though. What? No, I was a vagabond, as people like to say. A traveling mage. You know, I grew up in a village near Duneville. Actually, I had a pretty good childhood there. But when I discovered my magical gifts, well, let's just put it this way. It changed how people treated me, even my own parents. I just felt the need to, I don't know, get out, see some of this world. So after I did the passage to the water, I decided not to return to my village and packed my kind of bold, yes. But back then, I didn't care. Ugh, hard. The Arcanist made it clear that we stood at the crossroads. Either we learn to control the magic, or we become outlaws. It was not a pleasant time, I can tell you that much. The keepers were extremely strict, and you learn to be independent, to not get too close to anybody. But no offense, that's a very personal topic.
Right from the farmer's coast and Duneville.
As I said, I don't want to talk about it. Sorry. Well, they weren't exactly hostile to me, but it was the small things. Looks, talk going on behind my back. Over time, that just gets to you. But you know, I don't think I can blame them, especially with the village folk. The word magic is always mentioned together with wild magic, Orbeus, and devastated cities. And all of a sudden, here I am, suddenly one of them who can do those things, even though I don't have Eterna blood. How is that supposed to fit into their worldview? They can't really know better. Well, that's one of the upsides of being an Arcanist. You don't need to be a bulk of muscle to defend yourself against a pack of wolves. Plus, back in those days, the roads were safer by far. All these brigands, the frenzied Vatirs, the lost ones, that's new, for whatever reason. I probably made it sound worse than it was. I've heard that on Niram, magically gifted people get driven out of their village, or worse. I guess I should consider myself lucky. Sure, take a look. Walk blessed.
Yes?
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions,
Anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Fruits, vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
War on Niram. War on Kile.
Yeah?
Red Madness.
Nah, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you need, and be quick about it. Walk blessed. Uh-huh. Walk blessed. Yeah? What do you want? Walk blessed.
Hello. Is it important?
Midnight. Between cobblestone and excretion. Between darkness and light.
Advance the fleet! Always forward! Always forward! Forward for the glory and honor!
I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! What can I do for you today? Oh, this one is curious. I'm sad to have to tell you this. Even though I'm not furious, my secrets stay in the abyss. Blazes. I hope so. How kind of you to ask me this. The trade goes well, I can't complain. Were not my son Morel amiss. The boy is wicked, it's a pain. From dusk till dawn, I kid you not, he plays and jests with that small brat. Instead of helping in the shop, they chase that girl's idiotic cat. That wicked child, Gaboff's her name, from Ostain her kin arrived. Her father drinks without restraint. The girl's wits, too, are much deprived. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
Wow, that's nice armor you're wearing there.
I've seen this face, so yes, hooray! What can I do for you today?
Yes?
Yes. Sensual and sweet as sin. Their bodies
Oh, you're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
Oh, yummy! Tastes like cherries. Whoa! Whoa! Away! Away! Away you go!
Walk blessed.
Monsieur?
This is holy ground, Outlander. Yes? Is it important? Pathlessness wherever you look. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life, yes. And in death.
Now, good pipe of peace, sweet. Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive? Light fades away at the end of the day.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
So many strange faces. Well, waka waka. She smiles into the desert moon and
Yes?
Walk blessed. Hey, wait a minute, you... Never mind. Oh, You're an Eterna, aren't you? Your ears, they, I mean no offense, really. I'm just, well, curious.
That's just how it is.
On Narum?
Everything
But
was better.
that must have been horrible. Huh. You know, once this chaos in the world is over, I want to go travel myself. Who knows? Maybe a captain will hire me as a deckhand. Anyway, thanks for your time. Walk blessed.
It's always the same with these novices.
They just sit
What?
and hope things settle
Some
themselves.
people just don't get it.
Monsieur?
Yeah, as if.
Yes?
Goes.
Can I help you?
There we go. No, he's home. I think he's napping.
Monsieur? Yes?
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Rumors circulate, rumors about the horrible events of the past moons. They speak of a red madness that befalls peaceful souls, driving them to deeds of pathless atrocity.
You're not from around here, are you? Oh, you're not from around here. Are you? I know that accent.
Hello. How may I be of service? Of course.
Yay!
Bless him! And don't forget, your money is safe with Sylvan and friends. Exceedingly safe, believe me.
My sir?
Hello. May your... path always be even.
Greetings.
Is this honestly? Oh, this is awesome. Alright, boys. Gonna